So we see we are live. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here, and I'm checking here the 1 second the connection if everything is okay. So perfectly, and here as well. 1 second. Perfectly, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Today is the 20th of May 2019, 7 p.m. in Europe, and we are here from the Dominican Republic. And today we have a short interview with the CEO of Paws from the Paws Masternode Coin. Ian, how is it going, Ian?
Hi, Manuel. I'm good, thanks. Hi, everyone. Pleased to meet you all, and thanks for joining us.
Ian, thanks for taking your time today because we have this exciting interview. I'm really excited today because I was in contact with you 2 months ago, and we spoke about a short interview, and today I've prepared a few questions for you. And if you guys have some questions, on the right side of your screen, you see the chat box. Type in your questions, and Ian will answer all your questions. Okay, so I'm checking if everything is okay. Let me see the light, the brightness. So Ian, you hear me well, right?
Yes, of course.
All right, perfectly. So we are going to start with the first questions, and we're going back to Genesis because Paws is not a coin from yesterday, so it was created a few months ago. So for which reason you created the Paws Masternode, the Paws coin?
Well, I mean, I have been brought up with pets and animals around me basically from a very young age, and I've owned dogs and cats and birds and fish, just a menagerie of pets as such. So I've always had them around me. I have a dog at the moment, which is she's actually coming 15. So the past couple of years, her health hasn't been great. Last year, she went through a big operation, which I'm very pleased we were able to fund ourselves. So, I realized that not everyone can care for their pets or animals the way they would like to. Not everyone has this kind of funding. So this gave us the idea, we'd like to help other people if we can, and this is where Paws came about.
Specifically to say, it's like over 200 days, so it's kind of 7 months more or less, right?
Yes, it's 29th of October 2018 was whenever we first went live on the first exchange. 2 days later, we were in CoinMarketCap.
It sounds good. We see that Paws is going to be improved every day. Like we have the chat, the Discord's like full of announcements, and this is a great sign, I suppose. And the next question is for all the people that are joining us now, is like the vision behind the coin, because the people are always asking why you've created this coin. What's the vision behind them? Can you tell this to our community in a few words, in a few sentences?
Well, it's to build an animal charity and global brand. Basically, we have our vision displayed on our website at paws.fund. Emmanuel, if you'd like to go there and possibly read that, you can read our vision. It's been out there since day one, and it hasn't changed. It's to help all animals, wildlife, pets, basically do what we can with the resources we have. And we can only do that, obviously, with the help of the people and investors. So, yes, it's out there, and that's our vision, really.
That is important to know. And the next question is, what are really the future plans of Paws? Because we're actually seeing Paws is expanding a lot in Latin America. And is this the focus, Latin America, or do you want to expand all over the world and tell the people how great your coin or your vision is?
Well, Paws, I mean, has just recently registered its legal entities in the US. We started to build our Paws ambassadors only like a few weeks ago. Already we have one of those in Germany, one in the Netherlands, one in Venezuela, and one in the US. So we've got 4 out there at the moment. So we would like to grow on those and build on those and get more people out on the ground, out at events and spreading the word of PAWS. And really, we want to go global. It's not about Latin America, it's about everywhere. We want to pop up everywhere where there's animals or pets. We want to be there. We want to have a presence.
Yeah, I think you picked up a really good niche, because this is a niche where it will grow and grow. It will be bigger and bigger. So the next real question is, what are the plans for the third and fourth quarter 2019? Because we saw on the roadmap a few things that we want to implement, and more things. Can you tell this to our community?
Well, to be honest, due to all the problems over the past few months, outside our control with a number of wallet security issues and even malware in wallets, and there's been a lot of issues to resolve that obviously we hadn't planned for. So that has taken our focus away from the development. So we haven't developed as much as we would have liked to. We have upgraded things and secured things, and we actually have helped all our projects behind the scenes. So, we don't only help PAWS, we help all our people where we can fix their issues with wallets and their blockchains as well. So basically, our plans is to update our roadmap, and we want to prioritize real projects. Our track and tow platform is something I would like to have saw out, to be honest, 6 months ago, but it hasn't happened. However, it's now on our agenda to push this, because our track and tow platform will allow users to sign up, have an account, make donations, and it will be tracked end to end. You'll also be able to pull accounts and receipts, invoices, etc. for tax relief if you're making donations as well. So that's something. The other thing we'd like to do is get our PAWS online store up and start selling some merchandise. We have been looking around, but like everything, we want to get the right cost, because we want to make money for our charity, not put money into others' pockets who are charging us, extortionate rates to make our items that we want to sell. So that's one of the things. The other thing would be, we would like to start improving and upgrading our PAWS forum. We believe that can be a social hub where pet owners and crypto enthusiasts can all meet together and discuss pets and animals and just everything in general. It can be a social hub. And then really the other thing, which is quite a big one, but it's another one I would like to see out, is the PAWS directory, which would have all like restaurants, cafes, everywhere basically where there's pets. We want to have PAWS. We want to have our PAWS sticker on the door, PAWS approved, or PAWS welcome, that type of thing. So that's another plan. So really, I think if we can do those, we'll be doing okay, and those are realistic, as opposed to some of the things you might have saw on a roadmap. They're more space age items like tracking collars and those things. They will have to go further ahead, possibly even into 2020 before we start on those.
Yeah, it sounds interesting, because connecting crypto with PAWS or with animals, it's like just another niche. It's something different, because we see a lot of Masternodes. They're like always the same. It's like the 10th Masternode of like an exchange or something like this. But PAWS is something different, because this is what I saw. This is what I believe. So that it's a long-term project. And it takes time. Everything what you want to build big, it needs time, sure. But I see that PAWS is going to expand, or is expanding really, really fast. And so the next question is, the market is like going up and down. And when do you think the price of PAWS will recover? So like it will go up. So what are your expectations, and what do you think about?
Right. Well, the markets have been very unstable for a while, as you know. Getting back to a lot of the issues I mentioned there previously a few minutes ago, there has been a lot of security issues, blockchain issues, wallet issues. You know, there has been a lot of projects that have been designed for only one thing, to take Bitcoin out of the market. You know, like they're starting a coin, they're pumping it, and they're dumping it, and they're moving on to the next. And this has happened quite a bit. So it's taking a lot of investors out and taking a lot of confidence out. So I think like everything, PAWS will recover whenever the markets recover, investors start coming back in, there's more money comes back in. We are obviously, we have our own, we find our own solutions to problems. It's a PAWS way. There's quite a number of things we have invented and done our own way, and we have found a solution, or our solution to it. But I think we'll have to leave that possibly for another day.
Yeah, sure. We will have a second interview about the other platform, and today we are focusing fully on PAWS. And as I told you, I saw PAWS as a mid-long-term project in my eyes, because we see as well in the Q1 of 2020 will be a credit card or debit card release plan. Is there a debit card release plan so for 2020 with PAWS?
Well, yes and no. We would like to actually get onto, for example, we were chatting to PolicePay before they had their own issues and problems. But PolicePay are, you know, they're a great project, a great team. They've been through a lot and they're still standing, they're still fighting, and we believe that they will resolve their issues. So PolicePay card possibly would be something we'd be looking to explore much sooner than 2020. I can't go into details as such, but it will be a PAWS card.
It will be a PAWS card. That's really interesting. So guys, stay tuned about that. Subscribe to the channel, and we will have sooner or later and the next interview that we're showing you the PAWS card. I hope so. The next one is how stable can be PAWS in the near future? What do you think? What do you expect, like in at the end of 2019, beginning of 2020? Do you think that the Bitcoin will rise up and the altcoins will get a push as well, or do you think that the altcoins will have a tough time in this quarters?
Well, really, no, we believe PAWS can be a global charity and brand with the fallen ROI, you know, plans to take more PAWS out of circulation. PAWS can have a low supply, only needs low demand as such then. But really, at the end of the day, you need to try and unshackle yourself from Bitcoin. You need to, you know, you don't want to be affected by the ups and downs of it. So really, it's all about making our brand, our global brand, and making PAWS more than just a cryptocurrency. So really, I think that is the way forward, and that's what we're planning to do. Reach the next level faster and just keep continuing on the path that we're going on. Any problems and issues, we'll find our own way to deal with them. And so the main one is get ourselves unshackled from Bitcoin so that its price doesn't affect our price.
Yeah, this is full. This is correct. I mean, a lot of, I mean, the most or all altcoins are depending on a Bitcoin. So if the Bitcoin goes up, the altcoins are going down, and so far and so forth. But I think that the Masternode niche is a really, really young niche. You know, it's like they're depending a lot what the Bitcoin is doing and all for. But I think that this niche will grow this year, the end of the year, and next year. So it will be quite interesting, I think. So what are your thoughts on the Masternode?
Well, niche? I mean, you know, PAWS is a lot of people don't realize that PAWS is a small, very small, hard work and passionate team. You know, and we've been through a lot, and we're still here, and we're going to keep developing, we're going to keep producing, and we're going to keep moving towards our goals. We have punched well above our weight out there, and we're still doing okay in comparison to some of the heavyweights, you know, that have been out there for a long time. So really, I think Masternodes remain one of these great passive incomes whenever they're done right. And we have the solution to do them right, which we have to come back to in another interview.
Yeah, this is correct. Well, let's move to the next question. And the next question is, are there more partnership plans? So did you plan more bigger partnerships with, I mean, with other coins? I don't know, with other institutions, or I don't know. Can you tell us more things about that?
Well, I'm going to have to drop it in here because yes, we have a plan that involves our Vault Investments platform, which will help PAWS grow and build more partnerships, and it'll give PAWS a lot of the benefits that it's now missing. So I think Vault Investments is going to be the one that is going to help PAWS step up a level, step up in price, take more supply out of the circulation. And we also have a plan, which I'm going to tell you now, so I'm going to have to try and keep it. We went with a 500K pre-mine, but we locked away 450K, which is sitting at the very top. If you go to our Explorer or Rich list, there's 450. There's actually more than that now because we started putting more in. But we want to grow that to 1 million. And on our first anniversary, which is the 29th of October 2019, we will have a big party and burn 1 million PAWS on our first year. So that's what we're trying to achieve. We can do that with the falling ROI, more masternodes going up, taking more out of circulation, and as I say, with the help of our Vault Investments platform, partnerships we're going to form. I believe that we'll be in a good, strong position for 2020 when I believe that possibly that is when we're going to see the real value in masternodes, and only the strong will survive by that stage.
Yeah, this is correct. I mean, not all the masternodes are going to survive because you know that yourself better than me that there are not so much developers out there that are going to improve and be better, and you know they're creating a coin like a dash fork or something like this and pumping the coins, and 2 weeks or 3 months later they are leaving. So this is not what PAWS wants. PAWS wants to stay, I suppose, so long term, and this is what I like. So the next question is, what are the goals in the near future, and what can expect investors from you guys?
Well, we would like to deliver more products and services faster, get our tracking tool launched, grow more demand in PAWS to raise the price so that we can get more donations out there. It's always been our goal, donations. This is what we created PAWS for. But we need value, obviously, in our coin. We can't give away half our donation fund, to fund someone. So we need value in the coin. So really, it's all about involving more charity, involving our PAWS ambassadors, and trying to actually grow our donation side. We would really like to, give a lot more than we are now because our hands have been tied up to this point. But I think it's coming, whenever, for example, you see the likes of our Charity of the Month, which our Dutch ambassador Mike brought to us, and he's been out there. He's given us some nice photographs of his visit. Whenever you see that, it's quite a humbling experience to see how these people deal with this and how grateful they are for just a few dollars or a few $100s. It's really a great experience, and we'd like to be doing a lot more of it.
Yeah, sure. I think more people are coming in, or more institutions, or more, it will grow day by day, and I will for sure support PAWS as well. So in the videos, in the interviews, and so far and so forth, it will be really, really great. So if you guys have any questions on the right side, you can type in your questions and we will answer all your questions for sure. So the next question is, are more exchange plans? So maybe, I don't know, if you have bigger exchanges in your mind, or do you want to be listed on other exchanges?
Well, we have a small one at the moment, a smaller one. When I say smaller, it's bigger than some of the ones we have already. We have one of those in mind at the moment. It's to help fix another problem. which again I won't go into, but you know, it's something we have saw that's causing price falls and a lot of dumping. So it's to fix that. After that, we'll hold off and promote what we have, market the ones we have, and try and grow those. But I don't believe, you know, at the end of the day, I don't think it matters what exchange you're on. If you don't have the demand, you don't have anyone wanting to buy your coins and spend money and invest in you. Doesn't matter whether you're in Binance or whether you're in Crypto Bridge or Coin Exchange. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you're right about that, because I mean, if you see Crypto Bridge or you see like Bittrex, they want like 50 Bitcoins. I don't know if I'm right, but they want 50 Bitcoins only to list your coin. It's just like, it's just crazy. I mean, maybe you can check Blocknet. Blocknet is a decentralized exchange. Maybe you can get listed there for free. It will be a good source if you don't know that.
Yeah, sure. The problem with exchanges, I'm sure you're aware of them as well. Some of them are infested with bots. And when masternodes are generally a low liquidity, you know, you get someone who comes in and buys a masternode, and then maybe there is no, you know, there's no activity on the market for like hours and hours on end. You know, this is how masternodes operate. They're not Dash, they're not Bitcoin. They don't have people 24/7 pumping money into them. The problem then is whenever you have about 10 bots who are on the wrong side, I mean, if they are on that sell side, they can bring your price down very, very fast. And there's a lot of problems in exchanges with bots. We would like to go to an exchange that's totally bot free, and that may happen in the near future.
Yeah, but you don't know which or you don't want to announce the exchange where you are going to be listed, right?
Not at the moment, no.
Not at the moment. Okay, so we will stay tuned about that.
Well, the thing of the truth is, it's a partnership, which it's actually one of the projects that we're launching on Vault Investments on the cryo program, and it'll come through them. These guys are big. They have big. They're going to be huge because they've got, at the moment, they've got 4 working utilities. They've got a platform almost ready, and they are going to be launching in our cryo program. Their pre-sales, everything will be in there. Even their actual support and everything will be done through our own server, our Discord for Vault Investments. I'll actually host 3 coins, all official links, all announcements, all news, everything. So you're going to have a home for 3 coins in that server. Now they have partnerships and they have a lot of contacts out there, and I believe they'll bring this one to us. So I can't say at the moment, but yes, it's bot free. That's what I can say.
All right, we will do this in the next interview, and we will discuss this when it's fully announced and officially announced.
So you don't want to talk about Cryo, the new game-changing platform? You want to leave it for the next time?
Yeah, sure. We will talk about it next time, for sure. And the next question is, do you think that Masternodes will have a bright future? And I mean, in 2020, 2021, so 2022, what do you think about this niche? It's like you're planning long term, so for the next 3 to 5 years, or it's like, okay, we'll see what's going to happen next.
Well, you know what's going to happen next, because I keep coming back to it. You know, at the moment, you know, for example, there's Masternode investment experts out there at the moment who are announcing to their communities that Masternodes are dying and they have to refocus on other products and go in a different direction. Whereas, you know, we would say the Masternode space isn't dying, but it's broken. It needs to be fixed, but it is fixable, and we know how to fix it. So I think Masternodes will be around for a long time, and I believe once we start to grow the project that I keep coming back to, is this is what's going to fix the issue and the problems which we have at the moment, and which has drove the price down, taken investors out, and allowed all these guys to run around setting up project after project after project and taking Bitcoin out each time. There's only so much people can tag. There's only so many times you get burned before you realize I've had enough. So yes, I think it's got a good future. Masternode space has got a good future. It's a great form of passive income when it's done right. It's going to be around for a long time, and I believe there'll be another Dash. So
definitely, we have such great projects out there, and the Masternodes are not from yesterday. They were founded in 2014 from Dash. So Dash was the first Masternode 2014. So we are actually 5 years in the Masternode market. The Masternodes are living since 5 years.
That's right.
I think it's a nice future in front of the Masternodes, but we will keep you up to date here in this channel, here in Melchionda Network. And I'm making here a lot of German videos as well, English videos. If you want, guys, you can give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And Ian, do you have other things to say about the Paws project?
Have you any questions, or has anyone any questions? I could sit here and talk to you all night about it, but I would possibly have to go and get some dinner and then come back at some point. Because
yeah, there normally the live the live interviews are really with a lot of questions today. It seems like the people are sleeping. I don't know what's going on, but maybe in the next hours, a lot of people are going to watch the replay. So maybe later on there will be some questions. But we will make the next interview, or we will have the next interview in a few weeks. Sure. When Paws will be bigger and make new announcements and so on and so forth. If you guys have now a few questions, let us know. And this were the questions for the Paws project. I mean, I will keep buying because I see actually the price is about around 2,500 Satoshi, 2,700. I mean,
it's cheap.
The point, yeah, the point is that
undervalued. Yeah. It's undervalued to
It's undervalued.
Look at Paws and see what a real investor should see. Paws looks like this little fluffy animal charity coin. There's a business behind it. Like we have over-delivered, for all of our listings. We, as I say, have invented the solution to a number of problems, which others have made business out of, I must say. But they don't see Paws really for what it is. I'm not being biased. I'm talking about, from a professional point of view. If you look deep and dig deep into Paws, you tell me where the faults are. Because this project has been built with a business behind it. We didn't start an investment platform or anything, or a Masternode coin with like thousands and thousands already in there, and have to do collateral raises or drop our price or anything like that. At the end of the day, we have stuck to our guns. We still have our 1,000 collateral, and it's a way I would like to keep it. I'd be against any collateral raise. I believe whenever you have to resort to collateral raises, you've done something wrong to begin with, and it's not something you're doing to try and fix a problem. That's why we look for other solutions. The same with our Paws buyback lottery. I don't know if you know about that. Are you aware of the Paws buyback lottery? Do you?
No, but you can explain this to our community.
Right. Okay. I'll explain. So normally in a buyback, projects will announce they're going to do buybacks, or it'll be in their roadmap, or be in their Bitcoin talk thread. Part of their project are going to do buybacks. But we see this as an issue. There's a problem there, because if there's going to be buybacks on an exchange, you're going to make sure that you have that exchange loaded up. So instead of taking coins out of the market, you're going to be loading it up and putting more coins on the exchange, hoping that the project's going to come along and give you some easy money. So with the Paws buyback lottery, we made our own way. So what we do is it's now actually random, but the first one, we took a snapshot, and Yeah, actually, the first two Masternodes we drew out, they weren't claimed, so we did a live draw on the second one. But we're now on to random, so it could happen any time. So what we'll do is we'll take a snapshot of the chain at that time and all the Masternodes that are live on it. We will then do a live draw, transparent, that everyone can see. Maybe within the space of maybe 10 minutes to 20 minutes, we'll announce Paws Buyback Lottery going live, and we'll draw out a Masternode or two Masternodes, and we'll buy them back. Now, the first two Masternodes were bought back last week for $1,500 each. So as you can see, we paid $3,000 to bring 2,000 paws off the market. But, excuse me, but if you look at our supply on CryptoBridge, for example, you know, we are still one of the lowest supplies on there at the moment in comparison to many other coins. And we believe that the buyback lottery and how we're doing this, it's making people, or it's giving them an incentive to buy Masternodes and lock them up. Because every Masternode they hold is a lottery ticket. So that's how we do buyback.
Yeah, all the community member, they can see this in a Discord channel. Maybe you can type in here a link for the Discord from Paws, and yeah, it's pretty much it. So you can go in, you can check the lottery draw, and you can join the community from Paws. And yeah, again, I'm telling this to my community as well. It's a solid project. I am in as well, and I will support Paws with all my power, with all my reach, with all my community. And well, I think that's pretty much it. So Ian, you have any things to say to the community, to your community as well?
Not unless, as I say, you have any questions there, but it seems that no one was interested in coming along and asking any questions, or maybe they already know all the answers, or maybe, I don't know, but there's nothing more really I have to say. As I say, unless anyone wants to know anything else, I'd be happy to answer it.
All right. So we don't have more questions for today, or we don't have questions for today. So thank you guys for joining this live interview with the Paws CEO, and yeah, I will keep you up to date in my Telegram channel. Under this video, you'll find the link. You can join for free, and I'm posting there all the time new informations about interviews and so forth and so forth. And don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching this live stream. We see us in the next video. Thank you. Thanks for your time, Ian, and we see us in the next video. Thank you.
Sure. Been a pleasure. Thanks for the invite.
Bye-bye.
Bye.